Hey guys, I'm out in the greenhouse today and it is, I think it's March 7th. We're having some nice days, some cooler days, but the nights are still like getting into the 30s, and this week they're calling for some 20s. So I could put a little heater out here, which is what I did when I had my other little greenhouse. But the greenhouse isn't all the way closed up yet. My plants are busting at the roots. They need to be potted up, and my little closet will not hold them all if I pot them up and put them all those pots in there. So this is what I didn't want to happen. I felt like I started later, and I did start the seeds later than I normally do. But I normally start them too early because I'm itching, to grow something. So, I have the little house that my mom lived in when I took care of her. So I set up a shelf with some grow lights on it. I took the counter space and put a grow light on it, and started potting up some plants. But I can put plants like onions, cauliflower, broccoli, those kind of things. I can put those out here. And actually, I had some zinnias that I started way too early. I don't even know if they're going to be able to live in these cups that long, but I'm going to give it a shot because I got them, but I should have waited for them. But it was something that I wanted to sell at my plant sale that I'm going to have in April, the end of April. So, and I usually just direct sow my zinnias. So I really have never grown them started them indoors. So this was kind of new for me. So I know definitely for next year not to start them this early. Like, they didn't take long at all. And I got most of them potted up, but I had a couple of, let me show you. Okay, so I had these that I didn't pot up yet, and I left them out here, and they're actually doing okay. It is 34 degrees outside this morning. It's only 35 in here. But it keeps the, any frost, but it's, it could freeze. So since it's going to get into the 20s, I don't think they'll make it out. Okay, so here's the plants that I potted up and brought inside. There's the flat of tomatoes that I left. Some are smaller, some could use to be potted up, but some of their first leaves are starting to yellow. I gave them a half strength water soluble fertilizer, so hopefully they'll start perking up. These are the zinnias, and starting to get a little bit leggy. And then here's I usually like to have 2 lights on a shelf, but I don't have enough lights, so this is just gonna hold me hopefully for about a week. I'm hoping this week Perry can get the greenhouse closed up. This is gonna have to do until my greenhouse gets sealed up and I can run a heater. So yeah, I'm running out of room quick. Hey guys, I've been potting up plants, as you can see, and I decided to take a break and eat my breakfast, so I scrambled some eggs and I ate an orange. And when I was finished, I thought this would be a perfect time to make a new batch of the natural cleaner that I make. It's really simple. I just bought a bag of oranges, so this is perfect time to do it. So let me show you how I make this. So I had to stop and cook dinner. Since we're eating dinner at 3 o'clock, I have to start about 2:15. And I used some lemons to cook dinner, and so I just added them to my vinegar. So oranges, lemons, limes, and vinegar. And I think that's probably enough. I have a whole lemon and 1 orange peels. So I will put this in a cabinet where it's dark and let it sit for about a month. I will strain it, and then you can use it full strength, like in the bathroom or the chicken coop, or if you want to dilute it half and half with water and use it on your kitchen counters, you know, refrigerator, you can do that. Hope you like this little tip, and I better get back to potting up some plants. I have all these old pots that I reuse every year, and all I do is rinse them in a solution of vinegar and water. I just put a couple of tablespoons in here and just rinse them off, set them to dry. And then I can use them again this year and for quite a few years more. So I'm potting up tomato plants right now. I think actually I'm going to use these taller cups because I need to kind of plant these deep. I have a little dibber that Perry made me, but I don't know where it is right now, so I'm going to use this. You can use a wooden handle, a wooden spoon. I'm using a steak knife. And I just pull it out of there, put it down in here. I'm going to bury most of that stem. Firm it up. And there you go. There's a little tomato plant in a cup. And I'll have a lot more room to grow. And I have a lot of these to do. And don't forget to label your plants. Normally I wouldn't have this many plants, but with growing plants for this plant sale that I'm having in April, I have more plants than I have room, especially with my greenhouse not being sealed up. So Perry's working hard trying to get the greenhouse sealed up and get me 2 more shelves put up, and then I should have enough room to grow all these plants until the end of April, when my plant sale is, and then probably the 1st or 2nd week in May I will be planting out my garden. So yeah, I'm sure this is all going to work out, and we can get all these plants put in there, and they'll all be just fine. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, while I got all these plants potted up. So I guess we'll see you on the next video.